room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel got a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes, wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. I do a good job, pull up and pop out and pull out. Head on and hood on, pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one, they wanna keep me, oh that's a good one. Pockets are dense, I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess in my schedule. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a matching. Plus all your boys got expensive habits. Go. I know what they're thinking, they don't even gotta say it. Nope. They thinking they just made it. I know how to make everybody feel famous. I don't gotta work no day shift. I don't gotta split no payment. I don't gotta answer questions. And I don't need you to okay it. Okay, 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gon' want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
They can't take it to 10.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
So hot, no see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Ready. Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady. To the letter rock. Turn it up. We giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady.
Now, this great venue has hosted some memorable playoff games over the years, and these Bear fans are hoping to make some new memories today at Soldier Field in Chicago. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, as we've got a great one in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Smith, his first carry, and he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11.
Play action. Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Ryan. He can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. The throw is Ryan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action now. Ryan. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
20.
A first down carry for Smith.
Mike. Ready. Hey, check. 39. 26.
They run with the former Pitt Panther, Quadri Olison. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now Ito Smith, and he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one, out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready. Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watch the run. Good stop, baby. That's a baby stop.
Watch the safety creep.
Check.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
You don't want none, baby.
Alert.
Hey, you don't want
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Push him back.
Watch the eye.
Check.
Check 9.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
The delay of game backs him up 5, first and 15. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Room to run inside the 40. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 55 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. They'll run it here with Smith. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Let's go.
On third down, Ryan looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Mike 54, bring it, bring it. Hold the look, hold the look, hold. Check three, check three, check three. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
First down, a run with Cohen. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his second touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bears have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a second down coming up. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Now it's Ryan. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Hey, Haywood.
Ryan. And he will find his man on the outside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. years. And in this very cold night air, how much harder, Charles, is it to hang on to that football?
It's a lot harder, and I know for the most part we think about a ball being slick when there's rain or snow, any type of moisture. But when it's cold and dry like this,
and it is cold,
and it is cold, it's also slick that way because you're not able to really grip it the same way. Your hands are cold, and then the hits seem harder. So, yeah, it's a lot more difficult to hold on to the football, which means you have to emphasize it that much more.
Wind chills right now, 12 degrees. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
On second down, here's Smith. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Ryan. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And that right there is something we've seen, 15 times in NFL history. That will officially go down as a 60-yard field goal.
And everything has to be absolutely perfect for this to have any chance. He's got to get it out low and really drive through it. And I tell you, that was one heck of a kick. One heck of a decision on the sideline to even try it as well.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Yeah. Hey, if you kill it, motion me out. Hey, switch gears. Alert flare. Shit.
They'll run on second down with Cohen, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Bang. Hey, 18.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That kind of looked like a defense fed up by being gashed in the running game all night.
Yeah, and imagine their coach saying, if you're fed up on that play, where were you the rest of the time? What took you so long? But flip it over to the offensive side. They've been dominating this thing, and to finally have a play go against them, that's not something that's going to make them feel very good this evening.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now it's Ryan. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
First down, Atlanta.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Now Ryan. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Smith. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Ito Smith with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch safety three. Alert. Safety's creeping. Check three. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Ran, up. Check 50,
Play action. It's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Tack McKinley just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Lock in. Back. Hey, check 24. Switch. You go tight. You got it.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. From the shotgun, Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now the former Oregon man, this is Kenyon Barner. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action with Ryan. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Kenyon Barner, the intended target. 3rd down here.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. The kick by Bryant is good. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Lock in. Hey, high 7. He's coming. Double up. He's coming, double up. Watch the twist. Shift.
From the 27, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Alert! Mike 54. Bravo. Get that quarterback, D-line. Move. Quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Rush in.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Trubisky. Escape. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Like the footwork back there, I thought you did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
defense,
got the lead. Yeah.
we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
From just shy of midfield, Ryan, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. A gain of 22.
It's got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Ryan now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down.
58, right over there.
Again, Ryan. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And this one is right down Broadway. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And an alley to run. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
SOS. Whip. Watch the whip. 31, check 31. Sponge. No.
On second down, it's Hill. And he stopped immediately there. David Amerson able to bring him down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. You can't block me. Alert. Check. Hot route. Hot. Undercrush. Alert.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
It's now 4th down and 1.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Alert. Check 26.
They'll try and run for it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him, and he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
59, Mark, 59. Hey, Delta. 59. I'm coming for you. You must.
From the gun, Ryan. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
The Falcons on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
Hey, wahoo! Check, 59. Coming to you.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Here's Matt Bosher now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured Bear on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares. Check 24, check 24. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Ran, tough. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Here's Trubisky to throw. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 31-yard line.
Down, get ready. You ready? It's 59, Mike the 59. Wait. Ready to go.
Now Bonner. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Boy, a tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
So now then, the penalties got him set up with a 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Smith. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On the run, it's Smith. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
Back 25. 58, right there. 11. You can't block me. Hey, express. Check 3. Ready, set.
Here's Smith. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a gain of 5, but they're still left with a long 4th and goal. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So an important try here from Matt Bryant. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though? when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because it didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved though if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10.
Kill, 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 kill. Kill, kill, kill. Move. Wide, get wide. Hey, switch gears.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Alert. Hey, orbit. Line 54. Let's go, defense. Let's go,
On second and 15 now. Trubisky. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical third down now, needing a score here in the late going.
Red, alert. He's coming. Hey, alert.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, no, he lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
Get the ball. Watch the shit. 18. Watch the shit. Deuce. Joker. Hey, 18. Crunch.
Fourth down. Here's Trubisky. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So they decline the penalty. That seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
No room to be had there on the first down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up second and 10. They'll run it again with Smith. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down.
59.
Throwing now is Ryan. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Leonard Floyd able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
We call that sack block.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Chicago.
Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me.